Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. And now I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free and each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And we are on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Edna White, your host for Keeping It Real on Purpose. This is real talk that every high-achieving woman should know about their purpose, their passion, their profession, relationships, behaviors that are not addressing from the past hurts, and how to end generational habits. While we're creating this space for forgiveness, love, and confidence, you are in the right place at the right time. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with us today. And I have a most exciting, I think I'm excited about it, audience, but I'm excited about our next guest. And I am excited because she is 28 years old. Miss Courtney Neely. She lives in Augusta, Georgia, and she has her own podcast. But what I like about her is her business is called Queens Building Castles. So welcome, Courtney. How are you today?
I'm fine, and thank you so much for having me on your podcast.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I am so excited that you're here, and I am really excited about your business. So I want to get right into that. What made you go into business? You're young, so when did that bug bite you?
Honestly, it has always been a part of me.
Okay.
I kind of knew up front that I didn't want to work for anyone. But, you always go through this thing where you're trying to find out exactly what you just said. You're trying to find your purpose, and you're trying to find out where you fit in. And I'm not going to say I'm 100% there yet. Right. But I know for sure that I don't want to work for anyone.
That is
that's
excellent.
How that started. And I just really tried different avenues, and I think I have pinned it down to I ultimately want to help people.
Right.
And that's how Queens Building Castles started. It started with me just feeling lost when I was trying to start a business and really not feeling like I had support or like people that had done it that was willing to share information.
Right.
And that's how Queens Building Castles started, actually.
Right. And I agree with you totally, because when I was 5, I was telling my mom, I don't want to work. I want to have fun. And she's like, you have to work,
Right.
But you can have fun. And to this day, I'm still saying that I have to have fun. Anything that I do has to make some real conscious sense, right? And have all of my, like you said, all my me in it. And if it doesn't, we're not going to do it, right? I like the part that I love your title, Queens Building Castles. Tell me how you came into being with that.
Queens Building Castles. It took a while to come up with the name that fits what I was trying to say, what I was trying to give to the world. And Queens, it is a woman-based business, and the thought of building castles was building wealth and breaking generational curses.
Woo!
So that's
I
how
love
I
it.
came up with that name. Yeah.
We're
trying to leave legacy for lineage. We're trying to leave something behind for our children. We just can't continue this way where everyone's scrambling, trying to figure out stuff on their own. It's time to come together and build something that the people behind us can continue to build on.
That's right. Oh, that's so important. And I'm glad that you talked about generational curses, because that's something that is one of my messages, regarding purpose. We keep continuing the cycle. And I want you to share how you stopped and you said this is enough, in your business, that you wanted to end the generational curse. Explain, share some of that. That's important for the business owner.
So one thing that I think is really important in breaking generational curses is learning paperwork.
Ooh.
And that's not only business related, but in life in general. A lot of times our youth is doing stuff on their own without their parents, and that could be as simple as getting a social security card, or filling out applications, or anything small or big that you have legit felt like you didn't know what to do, and you had no one to show you. So we wanted to open up the avenue to that. But one of the main things I'm focused on in the group is financial literacy.
Nice.
Being able to budget, getting into the stock market, learn about, I know cryptocurrencies are really, really new, but this is the perfect time to learn them.
Oh, sure.
While it's coming up. And so that was one of the major things that I wanted to do. I wanted to make a network where you have something to fall back on, or that you have a sisterhood in a sense.
Right.
Just a bunch of people that want to see you do well, that really want to see us do better.
Yes. And that's important. I'm glad you said that you have to be around the people that want you to do better. We often hang around those people who incognito, they don't want to see you better, and they're hurrahing and everything. And being of the newer generation is very important to bring that point out, that you can do this surrounded by empowered people. You don't have to succumb to that peer pressure. Can we talk about that?
Yes. Now, I talk to my mom a lot, and I think that the younger generation have to keep in mind that the older generations didn't have the resources.
Woo!
Like I said, I'm making a Facebook group, so you could jump on your computer and be surrounded by people that like whatever you like, versus being, stuck without the internet and it's nothing you could do. You was literally stuck in whatever bubble you were in until you got exposed. So the internet has definitely made it easier. Honestly, I couldn't imagine being where I am without the internet. It would seem impossible almost.
Okay, great. Did we lose you? Hello?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
All right. I'm waiting for some more to come out your mouth.
Yeah. So, the internet has definitely, made it easier. And I think things don't have to spread by word of mouth anymore. It's a faster way of communicating, which means just take our communication for example.
Right.
We talk a week out and here we are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Versus you trying to find someone, it would take months.
Right.
Now you can find people that I'm in a group where we're learning stocks. I'm in a group where we talk about movies. So it's something for everyone.
Right.
It's very accessible now. It's very open. You can do anything. You can be who you want. The internet has allowed us that.
Okay, right. It has opened up, great avenues for us. So, out of what you've learned in your 28 years of life, what's one of the most important things that you could share with the audience today?
The most important thing that I would share is to find you. Cool. And what I mean by that is, I know a lot of people appear successful, or they may have temporary success. I'm not going to say it's for everybody, but a lot of times until you know who you are,
yes,
it's not going to matter, and that's my biggest takeaway. Take the time. Like I said, we have the internet, but the internet is a blessing and a curse, a lot of people don't sit with themselves or just take time to do nothing and really focus on your own thoughts and your own feelings and your own ambitions and purpose and all that stuff. Until you can do that, I just feel like just take it slow. That is my biggest thing, because until you know what you want, you're going to be doing something somebody else wants you to do, whatever, for whatever reason is reasonable at the time.
Yeah.
So that would be my advice, to really find out you. Find who you are, so that whatever you want to do will align with you. But it cannot align if you're acting like someone else. You know what I mean?
Amen to that. Hashtag that. Stop acting like somebody else.
It's honest. Like, it's people wonder why things not aligning. It's because you're not being yourself.
Hashtag it.
Lined up for her doesn't mean it's going to line up for you.
Yeah. So hashtag that, audience. Hashtag act like yourself. Mm-hmm. So how do you continue to learn in order to stay on top of things within your role?
Oh, I do a lot. Honestly, I really do. This year, you know how you say you love to read?
Yes.
And although you may have not read in years, you will still say, I love to read.
Right.
And so that's one of the things I did. I started back reading, because forever, I love to read, but I wasn't finding time to read.
Right.
So now I'm actually taking time to read. So I read a lot of self-help books, and now I'm reading books on marketing. And all of the social medias are resources: YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. It's someone teaching on all of those platforms, and most of the time for free. Right. So that's how I pick up knowledge, tips, tricks, anything you want to know how to do, you can pretty much learn on YouTube. Right. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of staying proactive and being willing to learn. You know what I mean? Not getting frustrated, or it's easier to give up. So that's something I do to make sure that I'm in the know of something that may help you.
Excellent. And that's good to know. And I'm glad that you, as a 28-year-old, is saying this out loud. It doesn't have to always be something silly on TikTok or YouTube. It has to be engaging and actually important, adding to your life. My mom always used to say to me, I asked her a question about somebody one time. And she said, is that going to add to your life or take away? And I was like, what? Yeah. So I said, well, I thought about it and I said, it really don't matter. She goes, well, then that's a takeaway. So if you're gossiping or you're seeing something, hearing something that really doesn't add to your life, it's just like adding dirt onto who you are, the hashtag, being who you really are, correct? So you're saying to us, attend those classes, go on YouTube and learn things that enhance your life. And that's important.
Right. And we don't take time to do it enough,
Yeah.
It could be something big or small. I give you a great example. I have a Windows laptop, and then I have a Chromebook. Well, on the Chrome, the scrolling bar disappears. So I was spending all this time trying to make it appear, when eventually I open the tab, how to make the scroll bar stay there. You know what I mean? And it's something as simple as that I had been doing it for weeks. That's time lost
that you can't get back. Yes.
Right. Over something so small.
Right.
When it's resources. And I think sometimes it's so much information that people don't know where to start, but just start, and the rest it'll happen.
And I think that's a good thing to say, because procrastination, although sometimes it's good for us, it's really a hindrance to us, because we don't get started. We want everything perfect when everything really isn't perfect, even when it kind of looks perfect, if that makes sense, So, we end up failing because we're not starting, we're not doing, and most important, what you said, we're wasting time. That's really important. So, what's been the biggest failure in the last year, and why do you think that happened?
For me, it has been myself, fear. It
Ooh,
has been
good
the
one.
feeling of imposter syndrome.
Woo!
Sometimes feeling like I'm not supposed to be where I am.
Yeah.
That's one. And number two, just not feeling like I'm prepared for what's next.
Right.
And it stops you, it makes you question, especially when we go back to not having an example. When you go back to
Yes.
that place of, okay, I got to figure out what's next. I don't know how I'm going to get there, and I don't know how it's going to go.
Right.
And it takes a lot. It takes a lot, and I almost deal with it on a daily basis. And the more I do, you think that it would go down, but it doesn't. It's like I'm constantly moving in fear, but I don't want to stop moving, because then I wouldn't be living the life that I want to live.
Exactly.
So, exactly, yeah.
So you've made so many amazing points, and this is what I do for a living, and a lot of our people in generationally, and I would say even, some, let's say everyone have some kind of generational trauma, right?
Right.
That kind of stops them, and they're triggered. They're not even realizing what it is. Why am I stopping, about perfection? Maybe your mother said, oh, you're not this, you're not that. And you always had to kind of get that in your head that I got to fix this in order to be perfect. And it influences our lives. It influences us. And recovery is every day. Recover, uncover. That's what I call it. Instead of recover, but uncover. We're like onions, and the sweetest part of an onion is the very middle. No one really understands that. When we go to those very expensive restaurants, they have these little tiny onions, and they're so sweet, and they don't make you cry. They don't have the smell on them. It's because that's the sweetest part of the onion. And most of what we're doing every day, like you said, you're living in fear. You're peeling it away. You're peeling it away. You're not sitting stagnant. You're peeling that away. Although you're crying, you're peeling that away,
Right.
You're peeling that all away because you want to be your biggest hero. And that's amazing about you, is that you want to be your biggest hero. Who is the biggest influence in your life right now?
My biggest influence is my mom, honestly. She did the work, She did things that she didn't want to do, and then she turned into something she wanted to do, When we talk about sacrifice, some people sit in it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I have to do this. And then that's it. But she went beyond. Like, I have to do this for now so I can do
that's
so
right.
I can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And, I seen it. So I know it's possible to kind of drop down, get even out, figure it out, and then come back and do what needs to be done.
Right. That is excellent. So I know that you have a lot of things on the horizon, and I need to remind my audience, please share, subscribe, share, and click the little bell so that you get all the notations of new episodes that I'm going to have. But I want to ask you, Courtney, what do you have on the horizon that you can share with my audience?
On horizon, Queen's Building Castles is gearing up for its second season. We did a 6 episode first season, and so we're gearing up for our second season, and that's interviewing Black women in business.
Nice.
Also, Crazy and Love, the podcast, is still going. I drop that whenever I get a chance, and that's just following my journey in love. It started off in love. Give y'all It started off in love, but then it turned to healing.
Yeah.
And
I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you on that one. Yes. Amen.
yeah, so that's the one where you'll really hear my growth and see you'll hear where I came from and where I am now. And of course, Queens Building Castles, the group, it's a Facebook group. That's where we do our giveaways. And that's where we're sharing resources. And I want people to get in that group, even if you're not a commenter, just be in the group so you can receive the information that is being shared.
Great. And how can my audience connect with you? Can you give us your website, your social media information? Because I really want the audience to connect with you.
So on Facebook and Instagram, you can find me under Courtney Neely. That's Neely. If you want to send me an email, it's going to be abstract.living.cj@gmail. And Queens Building Castles has an Instagram as well as Crazy in Love.
Wonderful. That's great. Now, I want you to tell my audience, because this is inspiring women in business. I want you to tell them what a good, I guess, comment, or no, I don't want to say comment. I want to say, what is your best advice that you can give them to continue on in this business route, in this business journey?
Okay. So I have several, and I just stop whenever I run out.
There you go.
So,
keep going.
So the first one is, you have to start to correct. You have to do something to find out where you need to make changes. And that's something that I dealt with, is having too many ideas that I wasn't executing anything. Start with the one that you feel the most passionate about, and then go from there. The second thing I'm going to say is, you don't have to have everything. You don't have to have the podcast mic, a backdrop, headphones. You don't have to. It's nice to have those things, but just start. That's the second thing. Your equipment not necessary. You'll be okay. And the third thing is really just learn as you grow. If we stop learning, you're not growing. So even if it's just an article, or just make sure you're following people that talk about more than pop culture. Follow someone that has something to show you that is giving you something back. And because it's those little things that you will take and you'll think about, and it'll help you make your next move. So those are my takeaways.
Nice. Thank you so much. Now, I wouldn't be who I am if I wouldn't ask you this, because I believe in affirmations, and I believe putting it out there and saying it makes it valid, and the universe kind of brings it back to you. What is it that you want to see in your business in the next 3 years?
In the next 3 years, I would like to see Queens Building Castles as a nonprofit that is officially helping women in business. I would like to, at that point, have scholarships available. I would like to head at least 3 classes, host at least 10 events over the next 3 years.
Wonderful. And I am going to touch and agree with you on the sound waves, girl. Because I believe that for you, and I want that for you. And I'm so glad that you stopped by and you stayed here to be part of Keeping It Real on Purpose. And I thank you for being here. And I know the audience really thanks you. And do you have any other parting words? Because we are about to go, but I want you, because I'm really excited that you're here, and I thank you for that. Thank you for spending time with us. And is there anything that you would like to say?
First of all, thank you, Edna, for even having this podcast. This is a part of giving. The more we give, the more we'll receive. And that's to the audience too. The more you give, the more you'll receive.
Absolutely.
And what you're doing is helping people, and it's going to come back, and that's what I live by, is just doing what's best for me and others around me.
That's right. Thank you so much, Courtney Neely, for being a guest on my show, Keeping It Real. Thank you, audience, for being with us today. If you had nothing else to do and you're still here, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And like I said, please like, subscribe, and click the bell to get all the new episodes coming up. This is Edna White and my guest, Courtney Neely, saying goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your destination for real talk, with real professionals about real things in the emotional wellness of every aspect of your life, love, relationships, and business for your mind, body, and soul. And I am your host, Edna J. White, your life purpose coach, public speaker, and instructor to those who are stuck to be empowered in their life, love, and business. I am a change agent and a 360 thinker with over a decade of experience helping people and organizations build resilience and thrive through trauma. So let's welcome today's guest, Myrna Fee Agsaulio.
Hello. It's nice to be with you today.
Thank you.
My name is Myrna Fe Agsaulio.
Oh, I said that. I said I'm not gonna try to not damage it, but hey, I'm learning like everyone else, Hey.
Right.
But I'm glad that
Everyone's having a problem with my name.
Well, it puts a spin on the tongue, So come on.
It's okay. No problem.
It's a great spin on the tongue. So I will say Myrna. And, I'm going to stay away from the last name because I don't want to demolish it. Because I'm sure it has such a great and a rich history, right? I know that. I know it does.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, welcome. And tell us a little bit about your business.
Oh, well, initially I have a kennel, dog breeding business. I've been in it for about 10 years, last October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you say camel and...
Kennel, dog breeding business.
Oh, a kennel and dog breeding. Oh, well, you're gonna get the favor of all of the people in New York here, because I have a small
Really?
dog myself, and since the pandemic, people have been getting dogs as companions. So
Right.
people are going to love what you have to say today. So, what is the name of your business?
Yes, I call it Velo Bebes Kennel.
Oh.
It's kind of French for furry babies.
Furry Babies Kennel. Well, that's our pups here in New York, right, audience? That's our pups.
Yeah, because I consider my dogs as my babies. They're family to me. They're just like my kids. My daughter even is jealous most times. He's just always asking me, why do you always have to be with the dogs? I'm your baby, they're not your baby.
I sense a little bit of jealousy from the daughter.
Right, she's a jealous big kid,
Yes.
She's always asking for my attention because she's my only daughter because I'm a single mom.
Of course. So how do you show up in the world in your business? How do you show up?
I have my own page, so I manage it through my own page. I do manual lead generation through the Facebook groups. I have my own Facebook group as well. I've grown it to up to 12,000 members
Mm-hmm.
from within a year, and have managed other groups as well. So that's where I get my clients, and people already know me, so I get my clients through referral. It's easy because
Right.
when you have good customer service skills plus you have quality puppies, then people would often refer you. So word of mouth, I get my clients through that. Then I
Okay.
have reviews in my page, and that's it.
Okay. So,
But that's
what
just
made you
one of
what?
that's just one of my businesses. The other
Oh,
I
okay.
started last year is the cattery. So aside from my dogs, my daughter is a cat person, so
Oh,
I
okay.
decided that I put her own cattery as well. So
Oh, cause
yes,
okay. So your expertise is in pets, huh? And what part of the what area do you cover? Do you cover New York, USA, international?
now just here in the Philippines.
In the Philippines. Oh, okay,
All
okay,
right.
okay.
Yeah,
So
I've been told that I could do it also abroad, like ship it, but for I don't know. For now, I'm not sure if that's possible because of the pandemic.
right, right.
But yeah, some clients would ask even if they're abroad. They said I'm not yet into that, but some other competitors do that.
Okay. So, okay, so I know that when you're starting this type of business, right? There's always something that somebody says that's like not true, or that's false, or that's just not the way it is. What are one of the common myths, as it were, about your profession that you want to debunk or tell someone that it's not really what it is?
Uh, People would often tell me it's too much work. That
Ah.
it's because it is. Dog breeding is too much of work. Oh, I know you have one dog, and I used to have 35 dogs.
Whew. Yeah.
Now I only have about 10
Right.
because I had to sell some of them, especially the big ones, when I was diagnosed with the spinal condition.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't allowed anymore to actually have this kind of business, but I maintained the smaller ones because the big ones would often want to let me carry them like my
Oh
bulldogs.
Lord.
You know how a bulldog is, it's
Yes.
so big, the
Chunky, the chunky
retriever.
dog. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, those retriever and all the hush puppies as well.
Oh yeah.
They're so big, and they would like feel like they're my baby. So when they see me, they would topple me down.
Yeah.
So I had to maintain the small ones like the Shih Tzu, the Mini Pin,
Okay.
the Chihuahua, the Maltese,
Okay.
small ones.
The
So I
small
only
ones,
have
yeah.
10 now.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you
And
can
that's what they
carry
told
them.
me also that people often tell me also that you're spending too much more than you're earning. But it's the other way around. Yeah, it would seem like that, but when you've already rehomed your dogs, you're just like a one-time millionaire.
Right.
Exaggeration, because like a puppy would cost a lot. So if if the dam would give birth to 8, like my one of my dams would often do, then you're lucky enough if you've sold it like it's here in the Philippines, the price is quite cheaper than there in your country. So here
Mm-hmm.
it would be around 15 to 20,000 pesos. So if you have 8, you multiply that, then that's a big money, of course. And I used to
Right.
have 35, so you can imagine that.
Right.
But because it's all of the work that it's being done, breeding and all that.
Right.
That's
Right.
why they're discouraging me about it. But it's better than having a bakery. I used to have my own bake shop because
Right.
I'm a baker too.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got employed as a university professor, I couldn't give too much time, so the monitoring aspect is gone,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't work out well. So the staff weren't reliable enough when I'm out the shop. So, money
Yeah.
wise, and the tasks that are supposed to be done are not being done because I was in the university from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, it wasn't working that well. So I gave up. And this kennel, it was okay even if I just have one assistant, kennel assistant,
Right.
because you don't really have to be with them 24
Right.
hours even if you're the boss. It's just a kennel assistant that should be there. Then the money, the financial aspect, all money will only be, no, coursed through me or through my online bank, or this
Right.
kind of thing. Yeah,
So
so
what
I
you're
have
telling me
no.
basically is there's a lot to this entrepreneurial process of your business, and it has a lot of arms to it. And
Yeah.
I hear that you
Yes.
you hired an assistant, and that's very good information, because a lot of time as women in business, we often take on a whole lot, and we really
Yeah.
shouldn't. We really
Especially
shouldn't.
in my case, I'm a single mom. So I have to function as a mom as well, aside from my work at the university
Yeah.
and this kind of business. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I had to have an assistant to do all the other tasks that, especially when I had this condition already that I couldn't bend, I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't carry, and all of that. So I really had to have an assistant.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
What was one of the
And then,
biggest? What are one of
yeah.
the best resources that helped you when you first started this business years ago? What was one of the best resources that helped you?
Oh, the Google.
Ah, tell us how that
Uh-huh.
works.
Well, initially, I put up this business because I'm really a pet lover, especially a dog lover. And then my aunt,
Mm-hmm.
who is also a pet lover, was the first mentor I had. So she taught me the basics. And then some breeder also from here in my locality. He was a shooter for my dams, and shooter. We call it shooter because they take charge of the stud who will have to mate with the dam.
Okay. All
Who
right.
doesn't know? Yeah, sometimes the new dams, first timer dams, wouldn't know how to do it. Even the first timers,
Oh, I see. I
the
see.
real ones,
Right. I
wouldn't know
see.
how to do it. So we need to have a shooter to guide them. So that shooter became my friend, and he also taught me everything. Plus, I
Nice.
had to do some Googling and research and read a lot about it. And now I'm the one also mentoring the new breeders, especially those clients that have bought from me who also want to be a breeder and make a business out of it. I teach them everything. So I've become a mentor as well for them.
Nice. So I'm hearing that your business is developing, and you're learning different parts of the business where you never started before because of
Yes,
changes you had to make. That's nice. Very nice.
right.
Right. Okay.
Yes, but because of this pandemic, I recently launched a digital marketing agency because I'm trying to think of being a full time entrepreneur,
Uh-huh.
thinking it over. Yes, because with my condition right now, I'm not sure if I can still go back to work site because I have to, you know, um, take it easy.
Uh-huh.
I cannot sit, yeah, I cannot sit for a long time because then my back would be too painful.
Right.
Then the will trigger the pain in my sciatic nerve as well. So my left leg would be in pain as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. I tried to launch this digital marketing agency, which assists brands and personal brands. So business and personal brands to launch their businesses and or career online.
Okay.
That's it. I'm more of a brand strategist than I have intern. I mean, I have people with me. I have a team with me who will take charge of the social media management and all that that needs to be focused with for a business to thrive in the online.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
it's
So like a
it's
social
it's more
media, right?
practical now to have it online.
Mm-hmm. You're really a serialpreneur because I've heard, I now hear three businesses. How do you manage those three businesses and get the best out of one?
I am with in terms with time management. I've been trained family. We were born with a silver spoon, so
Mm-hmm. So how do you manage that though?
yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, sometimes you have so much in one business that
Hmm.
we dare go over
Yeah.
and open up another one. How do you, with three things that are those three things that are going on just right now? Because it would seem to me that one would suffer even with time management, or someone would suffer, like your daughters being jealous. Something would kind of be off.
I explained to her.
Yeah, how do you manage that?
I have I some kind of monitoring calendar and all that. So
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm monitor my people, of course. So that's how I manage it.
Okay.
I Yeah, I know when to prioritize things
Mm-hmm.
because that's how I've been doing it ever since.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. And
Okay.
some, of course, on when you're online, you can do it even if you're resting. So
Right.
I can
Right.
still rest and still monitoring the business.
Right.
So
Okay.
even if I'm lying down watching the K drama with my daughter as
Mm-hmm.
our bonding moment, I can still do it.
Okay. Okay, good. So time management is very important, and keeping the dates, everything in
Hmm.
order. Okay. So
Yeah.
how
Right.
can, for the business that you want to do, which is, it sounds like you want to do the online business more so than um, you know, um, reaching out to me, who's in New York and you're in the Philippines. The online business is the one that you want to broadcast to the world, right?
Right.
So tell me,
Yeah.
how can people get in touch with you about that particular business? What's the name of that business?
A prolific crew trying to finish the website because
Okay,
I am
what
the
is it?
one
I'm
doing
sorry.
it as well.
I'm sorry. You broke up for a moment. What is it?
Prolific Creatives.
Prolific Creatives. All right, audience, you heard that.
Prolific Creatives.
Okay, you heard that, right? So look for her. Where can you find? Where can they find you? Your website, your Facebook page. Where can they find it and look for you?
Yeah, I have it in IG. I have it in a Facebook page, and the website is still on the work, so it's gonna be launched by December or at the end of this month.
Oh, a launch party! Yay! So we're
Yeah,
gonna have a launch
I just
party.
started it this month.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just open it in the public this month. I
Okay.
used to do it already for the past months, but it's just referral. So I decided to put it up in big scale.
Yeah, and broadcast it out to everyone. Wonderful.
Yes,
Okay, so
right.
Myrna's going to give me all the information to get in touch with her regarding this new social media marketing company that she has that's going to be launching next month. So we want to find something out about you. Me and the audience want to find out who you're about, because now we heard about your three businesses and your daughter. We can't forget her and your daughter. So what's the
Yeah.
most, and now we know that the most important person is your daughter in your life, even though the,
Right.
the, the dogs kind of give a little bit of love to you, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we know that. So if you could have a billboard with anything on it, what would it be and why?
Me and my daughter and my dogs.
Ah! Well, we know why you're going to say that. Well, at least your daughter would say, you were first, she was second, dogs were third. So she's happy. She's happy.
Yeah, but if she will be listening right now, she would know why I did that there.
Yeah, you know what? She might just say that. How old is she, by the way?
She's 18.
Oh,
She's still my
yeah.
baby.
She has, yeah, she's not your baby no more. She's telling you like it is, Mom.
Yeah, but then maybe because she doesn't have a boyfriend and she
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have an interest on that,
Yeah.
she's more focused on her studies and taking care of me, especially.
Yeah, what's going on
No.
with you? Correct. Okay, so
So that's it.
what would you pick for your last meal?
Interesting. Haven't thought about that, because when I was at the hospital, but the day before, the night before my operation, because nothing is sure during the operation, so I didn't expect to wake up actually.
Right.
But what I asked my daughter is just my favorite Jollibee meal.
And what was that? What was the meal?
It's a burger steak with a chicken.
Okay.
Chicken burger steak.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's all? Okay.
It's just a simple meal. I mean, like that was all I could think of.
Yeah,
'Cause, we were not really prepared for the operation.
Right,
and
right.
Financially, everything was down that time. So,
So-
but if you ask me now,
Yeah.
well, I would have a feast.
You would have a feast. A big
Uh-huh,
feast.
and like I would
Oh my goodness.
all my friends,
Mm-hmm.
and I would tell them to, if I'll be gone by tomorrow, I wouldn't want you to cry.
Right. But we'd have a great feast.
I would want you, yeah, I would give them a great feast, and I
Right.
would tell them, I would ask them to be happy and think of everything that I've been doing
Right.
for them, not the bad
Yeah.
ones. So that's what I gotta do.
Great. That's so sweet. That's really sweet of you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, audience, listen. We've gotten food for thought now. We've got this multitasker here. Myrna got all these businesses, a cattery, she's got a kennel, but she's really now focusing on this new online business and getting it launched to the world. Now, what I'm really getting out of this is sometimes life will change and you have to be willing to change with it. As a business owner, sometimes your business may start off like Myrna's did, all dogs, And then something in life changes and you have to think quick. You got to be on your feet to think quick and switch and convert to what's going on in your life and in the world itself. So Myrna is a very proficient at that. I thank you for that, because that's a great lesson for the business women to learn. What is your best tip you can share with other women in business? What's your best tip?
Well, you need to be relevant every
Ooh.
time,
Ooh.
all the time.
Ooh.
You need to focus on what you can do, not on what you cannot do. So that's what pushed me to put up this online business. Since it's pandemic, I've realized that if it's an online business, it's not going to be affected whether myself, and it's my experience as well, that when you have your own shop, you have your own office, then came the pandemic, then everything went topsy-turvy.
Mm-hmm.
So when this pandemic came, a lot of businesses closed. A lot of businesses declared bankruptcy. So if you have not its pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
then you would still have your business going on. So that's what I'm trying to point out with.
Yeah.
You
Great.
need to be relevant. You need to be, focused on what is, what is it that you can really do, and stay thriving and slaying.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that bit of inspiration and that great tip, because that's really good for people in business and people all around in the world. So, audience, you heard that. She said, be relevant all the time. And that's a great business perspective. Listen, audience, thank you for listening. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this to social media, and leave a rating and a review. But you can catch me at my latest, doing my latest, if you follow me on Facebook at EJW Coaching, on Instagram at EJW Coaching, and on Twitter at Miss Edna. I want to thank you all, audience, again, and I'll see you soon. And remember what Myrna said, be relevant all the time. Bye for now.
Bye.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Edna White, and I am your host for Keeping It Real on Purpose. This is your destination for real talk with real professionals about real things in the emotional wellness of every aspect of your life, love, relationship, and your business, for your mind, body, and soul. I am your host, your life purpose coach, your public speaker, and instructor to those who are stuck and want to be empowered in their life, love, and business. I am a change agent and a 360 thinker with over a decade of experience helping people organize, build resilient lives, and thrive through trauma. Today's guest is none other than Mind Power Lady, Dr. Angela Wilson. Let's welcome her today, audience. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to be on your show and share tips and also my experience, and hope your audience can benefit from it.
Yes, of course we will. Any information, I always say, is good information. So, audience, I think we're going to have, because just from the title and her name, Mind Power Lady, I think we're going to have just what we need to move forward. So, Dr. Angela, tell us about your business and how you show up in the world.
Okay, so I have the different business. I'm serial entrepreneur. So I basically master the unconscious mind. So I implement this concept of my unconscious mind to different angle. So rather than like most other business people, they just do business, right? Like real estate, property development, or even finance, bank, coaching. I actually blend all concepts into one. So for me, it's like I actually use the unconscious mind, tap into coach people from different angle.
Gotcha.
I would like give you example like in the real estate, business. I teach people, when they make a decision, buy and sell property or buy land and build up the house, and connect with their unconscious mind.
Gotcha.
So my life purpose is, your show is the purpose,
Right.
And my life purpose is to educate audience clients about their mysterious part of the mind, their unconscious mind, through engaging in their daily life, in their business, career, personal life.
Right.
Because
okay.
This part of the mind, the reason is because it's mysterious and inaccessible, because that's how we were set up in our DNA. this is why human beings, most of us actually suffer. Regardless from which angle, business, career, personal life,
Right.
and at a different life stage, a life period, even until the time when they retired and they finish everything here, then go to next level, next step. They don't know what might happen.
Right.
Yeah, and this is why I recognize our mind is designed to be trapped in the wrong direction. I call it default human tragedy and earth misery. So I think in order to educate clients in a tangible way, practical way, I think it maybe is important for me to access a different industry which connect with me, so I can help that type of clients.
Gotcha.
Like that.
Right. And that's how you show up in the world, is you tap into that mysterious part of their mind and help them with their decisions. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes. I tap it every day anyhow.
Right. Okay.
But that's my thing, because I earned that space. I earned that skill.
Right.
I spent 6 years since my birth. Before 6 years old, I practiced and I knew it. So my whole life journey is working on the purpose. It's not purpose. Okay. I wanted to be a uni student. I want to run the business, or I want to get married. I want to reach a certain level of success.
Right.
That's limited.
Right.
My life purpose is to make sure I'm able to access infinite potential, access infinite
yes,
wealth,
infinite, yes.
Infinite.
Yes.
Success.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, and yesterday I searched some information about 5 dimension. The point is there are unlimited dimension.
Right.
So if we put a box in that, and we will
making it a number. Making it a number.
Again. So for me to put like this, most people, because our mind is designed in the way, if we don't know something and we don't feel emotionally connected with it positively, because the human being's life is driven by the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the body emotion actually controlled by nerve system.
Yes.
So they are trapped to go to direction they think is right. They think that what they wanted, but they miss the most important essence in life. Because that's a trap, people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I think, I want to make it more entertaining, more more practical, And I'm in the process to even. You ask about my business. I'm in the process even to have my one woman show.
Right.
To entertain people, audience in a way to. To empower them to have the sense of their unconscious mind.
Right.
And I'm the people talk about the real estate, the property. Some people know feng shui, energy.
Right. Uh-huh.
But even people who master in feng shui still get trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm the mass member of each size feng shui community.
Right. Okay.
But the point is, I see so many people still trapped in the default misery in life.
Yeah.
This is why I think, okay, now time is right now, is a good time. Now I'm going to combine this unconscious mind with so-called energy or feng shui, doesn't matter what words you use, connect with your real life. Everyone living in the house, living in the apartment. I wanted to educate people in a way that benefit them. They connect with their daily life. That's just one angle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also in the process to share my story in the documentary film. I'm also in the process to have my drama film to share my story to the world.
Okay.
So to me, the business is not just to do a business. For me, my business is to share the message, because I have so many people ask me, Angela, is your responsibility to share the message? Yes, I share the message, but I need to share the message to the potential market or audience. They actually are ready to connect with that level.
Right.
Yeah, and then to make it the tangible, practical, then I connect the clients who are already like in property, all this, you know what I mean? Buy land, sell the land, build a house, That's why I'm put this part of industry into my business. I have different website, but all website actually have the same branding. It's I'm Conscious Mind.
Right.
So my purpose is not to write real estate and be a developer to earn have money. This is the surface. This is the surface. Because if we are not able to take away everything we experience here, when we leave the earth, that could be a big problem.
Sure.
So my purpose is for this angle. So my way of thinking, is maybe completely different from most of people on earth.
I think you're right in a sense, but I see the broader picture and I see what you're saying, and some people that I've met have that thinking as well, and that's great, because I always talk about unlimited thoughts. I'm always I can have the unlimited potential for anything. So that's I really appreciate that, and you kind of dispelled a lot of myths that people are talking about. So that's really great too. When you said you were a serialpreneur, can you explain a little bit about that?
A serial entrepreneur means I actually implement a business mindset to different angle of business.
Okay.
It's not just do one thing and be
Right.
creative. Yeah, I mean also the process to be with oil painting artist.
Okay.
Yeah. And if I find the right fit, then maybe you will see the production about
Okay.
Art.
Okay.
But the art still connect with unconscious mind.
Gotcha.
I was oil painting. I was the model of oil painting artist.
Okay.
In a way.
Okay. In Australia?
Yeah.
Was it in Australia?
Oh, that's
Okay.
that time was a long time ago.
A long time.
I'm 50. I'm 50 in a couple of days. It's my 50th birthday.
Oh, happy pre-birthday! Mine was the 4th.
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then I think, okay, now is the time to share the unconscious mind message, and in the form of art, right?
Right.
So I'm very creative. Whenever I see the possibility and find the right fit, partner,
Yes.
I will do. And I am also intend to buy a funeral business.
Okay.
Funeral.
Mhm.
Wow.
Nice.
So most people even on earth, they fight very hard to get successful. One day they die. They even have no idea where they're heading to. You see that? So with the unconscious mind actually is the mind that actually can take with us.
Right.
But if we are never in control of unconscious mind,
Right.
means we never own that place, means we'll be trapped to wrong direction, or being directed to the direction maybe we never want.
Right.
So I think if I get the right time and find the right funeral company I can buy, then I can train people how to even die. Does it make sense?
Right.
That is
Not normal. It's not a normal thing that's being taught.
Yeah, death is not scary. But what's scary is what happens after death.
Yeah.
How you know what happens, how you can control.
Right.
So unconscious mind actually cover infinite dimension.
Yeah.
Cover everything. But the most people who actually confused the soul energy with unconscious mind.
That's right. That is correct.
So I think because this part is so hard. That's why professional psychiatrists all get confused. Because
Yeah.
you can really know it when you earn that space. And
Yeah.
you know a different level.
Right.
Yeah, you see people professional, they maybe master one angle.
Right.
This one angle cannot fit in the whole picture.
Right. It's a square. So they're creating a
That's right.
square and a circle.
That's right, because this is a matrix. and infinite level of matrix from 360 degrees.
Right.
A different dimension. So if we only master one angle or at one dimension, then we how we build up strategy, the mindset, and the skill we have, if cannot align with the unlimited, infinite
Nope.
level dimension, what happens? We'll be stuck at the next level.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened with most human beings on Earth. That's why you can see misery happen.
Yeah.
Even people may be billionaire.
Yeah.
But most of us do not know exactly why we are doing what we are doing, why should we do in a certain way, and how what we are doing actually can benefit our infinite self.
Yes.
Most people have no idea. So I think make it more, make it more practical and educational. So I don't mind to be more creative than educate people from different angles.
Right. And I think everyone is missing that part that you keep saying is the creative side, be creative side, be creative side. We don't have that.
Yes, people can be
they
creative,
miss that.
But the creativity is controlled by the inaccessible unconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter how creative they can be, at the end, this creativity, this kind of energy, mental strength cannot benefit them for the internal self. That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point.
Right.
And then when you ask why I'm called mind power lady, is because to master, when you master the unconscious mind, you actually understand how to redirect, how to transmute, convert the mental strength into mind power. And this mind power actually at the end will be part of your unconscious mind. This will be combined together, and then it's like, if you want to launch, skyrocket, you need to have enough power, right?
Yeah, of course.
This mind power is the energy, is the power actually that help you to launch your next launch, basically
your next level.
Another level. Mm-hmm. You need energy, you need the power. Where this come from? This come from mind, but most people do not have the real mind power. I'm sorry to say that, because what happens, you can recognize when people are more ambitious, they get more stress, right?
They do.
Yeah, and then especially in business world, competition, competitor try to fight each other. When we are in the energy of fight.
Experience that's right.
The fight energy actually is a trap again.
Yes.
The fight energy will start to be the sword with the two edges, start to go back to actually harm, consume our body, our emotion.
Right.
So at the end, in human's life, nothing left. What left the sorrow, sadness, and maybe some good memory, some bad memory. And then if we are, if this energy core is only contained all the sorrow or happiness energy, then we are trapped into the whole ecosystem in universe. Then what happens? We cannot control the future.
Nope.
Exactly.
It goes
what I'm
right there.
About.
Yeah, it goes right there. It goes right.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So sometimes I'm thinking human beings' life is so ridiculous. We all learn, to be rational thinker, and to be practical.
Yeah.
But people all forgot what is a real practical thing. Is what you do every day, what you think every day.
Right.
Your mind, your thoughts, your decision have to make a sense that contribute to your infinite self.
Yes.
People never thought that.
No, they don't think that far. They don't think that far.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Why? Because it's a trap. Human being's mind is trapped, not think that far.
Mm-hmm.
If you won't think, then the reptilian brain starts, it's not relevant. Why you think that? You need to be practical. Let's think the
Yes.
now.
Stay on track. Keep your nose down. Yeah.
That's right. It's like a spider net. Spider net to make sure regardless of what you're trying to do,
Yeah.
and you will always be trapping back and cannot get rid of
No.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason. I
That
was
is.
so lucky since my birth. I recognize the reality is not what I'm used to, what I think I know,
Right.
what I remember, and I see so many, because I was with doctor parents, in their daily routine. I see the poor, the powerful, the rich, and the vulnerable suffer exactly the same way.
Right.
So I started worrying about my future as a toddler. Oh, when I'm going to die, when I'm going to, how I'm going to die, why should I grow up if I'm going to die anyhow? Why should I make an effort? I thought I don't want to even make any effort.
Right.
I want to make sure whenever I do something, I need to take with me. Even I end up, nothing left. Why should I make an effort?
Right.
I still remember when I was 6, one day my father took out a notebook.
Uh-huh.
In the notebook, all the kids, we have 5 kids, all the destiny, the future of the kids is written. My father started read one by one. I didn't really understand what's talking about me, but I knew they didn't like it. But
Yeah.
when it was mentioned one of our siblings will have a miserable life after 40.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness, after 40 we'll have a miserable life anyhow. Why should I even live this way? 40 years effort, then we'll be miserable. That's my thought. I don't want to make any effort.
It's true.
By the face.
It's true.
And I really get angry. I can see her face is like, it's like a cow. It's like any chicken, live chicken or fish, waiting for the moment, being slaughtered, cannot escape.
Yes.
I hate the facial explanation. I was only 6. So I turn around and look back to my dad and ask how to change destiny. My father looked at me like I'm an alien. He said, no, they can change destiny. I was thinking, I come to the world, and I'm going to have life. We cannot change destiny.
That's
Someone
right.
will control. Especially, I was not allowed. I was discriminated. I was tortured. I was abused, slaved. Does that mean I will have this life forever? No way. Why should I even live?
Right, because you can create that. You can create.
Yeah, so that's why I thought I was so lucky. When other kids was playing on the mud, having fun or crying or I need more candy. I was thinking this because I saw the mini nature.
Yeah.
In my childhood, so
Yeah.
I was able to think how to prepare my life.
Right.
Otherwise, I don't want to be here. I want to go.
Yeah. And I
And
you know
most
what,
of the
you're
thing
saying something so it's ringing true to me, because even at 5, I knew that as well. I mean, when you're talking about that, I'm like, I knew that. I used to see people, like I would sit with my, I'd be with my mom and we'd have like the parties and everything, and I'd be like, Mom, this person, I would tell her, oh, this person gets beat by their husband. How do you know that? She's screaming at me. I was like, stop talking. She kept telling me, stop talking to the adults. I said, no, I see it. I had a bigger picture of everything. And I felt different. Like what you're saying, I felt, it wasn't linear. I didn't feel linear like everyone else. I felt like I was bigger than anything that I ever felt in my life. And that was even when I was, let's talk about church. Let's talk about that. Religious. Let's talk about religion. That's linear. That's so linear that's not how we're supposed to live. That's not how we're supposed to live. It's just, it's really, it's silly. It's just, you explained it perfectly, that it's so vast. We should be limitless, but religion doesn't teach us that. It teaches us, nope, you got to keep your nose to the ground. You got to do this and do that, and then you could be miserable, but you're going to get your reward in heaven, and you don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's right. And regarding to religion, I share with you. Okay, I came from the background, the parents, do not allow to have any religion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My mother and follow her mother actually always try to find a psychic.
Yeah.
And after I left her hometown, actually I escaped. Right, my mom always hop into the psychic tracking me. Try to control me, track me, and then when I was in uni, I was introduced to Christian.
Uh-huh.
So the wife of my gym teacher told me, since you are alone here, and why not follow me to the church?
Mm-hmm.
So I actually was baptized.
Okay. Right.
Every week I go to church. Then later I recognized that people who are go to church all the time, they still can do nasty things.
Right. Yes, they can. Yes.
That's right. And then I all start researching all different religion besides my psychology study all this. You know what I recognize? By the way, I was a nun before in a short period.
Okay. Okay.
And then I checked different religion, many religions. I donate money. I join the praying.
Yeah.
All the reasons first that you need to go deep with them to really know what's that, right?
Yeah.
How it actually works. Then you recognize all religion actually still what create a fear. Fear. If you don't listen.
Yes. I'm glad you're saying that, Dr. Angela. It creates fear, and that's where we're not supposed to be. We're not supposed to be in fear.
And the point is, put like this. We are designed to supposed to have the fear.
We're supposed to, right. We're designed.
It's in the DNA.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's with reptilian.
Yes.
Reptilian brain control the unconscious mind.
Right.
That's why human cannot escape.
Right.
And then you know what happens with the fear. You know, I share with you, and I was told, because of karma, because in all my past life I killed so many people. Now that's why I'm controlled and trapped. You know, and in this life, and I will continue. I was thinking, do you think I will accept to be punished for another one? No way.
No way. No punishment for me.
And I noticed, so many monk and nun and priest and pastor, they get more health issue.
Yes.
More mental issue after they committed to their religion.
That's correct. It is so very true.
Then I told that I'm going to quit. I was basically see them eyes. They look at me. You are a betrayer. I said I don't care.
Yeah, me too. I was called that too. I was a betrayer. I was like, I don't care.
That's right.
I don't care.
That's right. Nobody can really control you, not because you don't have a fear. It's because you have the skill.
Yeah.
You have the weapon to win the war. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
This is what I'm talking about. So, for my life, I'm prepared, to be honest, I'm prepared to die any moment. If suddenly at the moment, boom, earthquake comes.
Yeah.
I have no problem. I immediately, boom, go to, I know where to go. Every day I practice on this. Every day, it's like this. It's like you are in the war zone.
Yeah. Yes.
I enjoy the life. It looks like, you enjoy. You can go party and do business and do makeup or whatever. But if suddenly something happens, I'm ready. I'm immediately, the movie Mission Impossible.
Yeah, of course.
As long as you are trained, you are in the party, and something happens, you know how to fight back. I'm trained this way. And the point is, human beings' life are trapped. Okay, have a party, have a, wine, a beautiful life. They forgot what's the most important essence. Mm-hmm. That's a trap. I always talk about, what's the difference between the destiny, or what's the difference between the destiny of the cow living in New Zealand and the cow living in Thailand. Mm-hmm. Yes, it looks like they're all working. One is working hard, less care.
Yeah.
In New Zealand, they can enjoy free sex, fresh grass. But what happened?
They still get killed.
Destiny is they are the food over here.
Yeah.
Well, change. That's it.
Yep.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That's very good. This is great information. I'm going to have you back on. Well, audience, I want you to know that Mind Power Lady Dr. Angela Wilson is dynamic in what she does, and she's the hacker. She's the one with the unconscious mind. I love this information. I really do. I love what you represent. I'm definitely going to have you back on as a panelist for one of our shows, because this is like really great information, because it's happening a lot, and the pandemic has really brought out a lot of what you're talking about. And I hate to say that it's over, but we're going to have you back for an hour long, because I think that what you're saying is needed to be said around the world. So do you have any parting comments for anyone who's, kind of stuck in life, and, what do you have to give to them?
Yeah, what I suggest is really, really to get out of your comfort zone, because our DNA is designed for us to feel comfortable and do not want to search for the real answer. I really suggest everyone to really start look into the unconscious, but the 80% of the mind control your consciousness, control your emotion, control your whole body, control your whole life journey from cradle to grave. And I do suggest them, if they really want to have a control, maybe just have a look. Go to my website, pastoliberty.com, and sign up for the free training video. And I will going to release my digital book there and too.
Okay, so audience, I'm going to share that information with you on the board, so you'll have her information to contact her for this free information. And we are at this point going to say thank you for listening in, and please share and like, and remember to tick that button, the little bell on the up above the screen, so that you don't miss don't miss an episode. Thank you so much, Mind Power Lady, Dr. Angela Wilson, and we are going to say good night. Bye for now.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? If you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. Choose from hundreds of social casino style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses. So don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.